Peaks of Health Metabolic Medical Center in Largo treats many health issues, including diabetes, hormones, thyroid, and plenty of other diseases. Today, Medical Director Dr. Tracy Leinhart joins us with how they helped one of their patients suffering from diabetes, which so happens to be Pete O'Shea. Welcome. How are you today?
Good. Hi.
Good. Thank you.
Well, I got to say, I'm very intrigued in this segment right away because I'm learning things about diabetes. I don't know a lot about the disease, number one, but you're saying it's something you don't even have to live with forever.
You don't. I mean, there are two types of diabetes. There's type 1, which we thought was juvenile. Now kids are getting it later in adult onset, but that's when you can no longer make insulin. That you will have the rest of your life.
Okay.
But type 2 diabetes is when the insulin no longer works correctly. It's called insulin resistance, and that is reversible.
Okay, time out. You're saying that is reversible. You guys can actually reverse it now so that it's not just underlying cause anymore and you treat it. You take it out of existence.
Exactly, and this is how I learned this. About 15 years ago, I became diabetic. And I went on all the proper treatment, all the normal stuff we do. By the time I was finished, I was a size 22. I was exercising and eating right. I was taking over 100 units of insulin a day, plus 7 medications to keep everything in check. When I started really looking at the physiology or how the body works and realized if you make the body sensitive to that insulin again, because it wasn't an insulin problem, I had plenty of insulin. I had more than enough. I just couldn't use it. And so I've been off everything for 9 years.
Wow.
And, you know, obviously I lost a lot of weight in the process. And, you know, obviously it takes a lot of lifestyle changes because I'm not going to be able to eat cake every day, you know, but I can now eat it without it affecting my blood sugar.
Interesting. Well, I'll say, and that's when we perfect time to bring in Pete. Now, Pete, when did you know, like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give Dr. Tracy a call and see if I can figure this out? I mean, talk about that time in your life.
There was all sorts of symptoms that you could feel, but you just figured, all right, you got to live with that. That's just life as you're getting older, okay? So constant headaches, constant being sleepy and just worn down, acid reflux with every single thing I ate, everything. I knew there was something wrong, but you kind of don't want to know, so you just try to live with it, manage it yourself. But then I went to see Dr. Tracy, and she showed me for the first time in my life how my body actually works. She went over the blood results with me afterwards, not a PA, not for 2 minutes, for 45 minutes, explaining to me what was going wrong with my body. She said, you've been diabetic maybe 18 months and you didn't even know it. And you've been living with all these different things that are correctable if I show you how to live right. So she said to me, it's not going to be a diet. Don't wait for a diet. It's going to be a lifestyle. And we're going to change the way that you live and the way that you eat and everything. And wow, it was just amazing to finally be able to feel good again and not get sleepy at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, and I was going to say, so how are you today?
I feel terrific. The acid reflux is gone, the headaches is gone. I have plenty of energy. I don't fall asleep at 2:30 every day. I feel better than I felt in 20 years because I finally have control of it. I understand what's going on, and Doc gave me the right things to do. You know, and I take the supplements that she tells me to take, which are what your body needs: magnesium, potassium, chromium. I take that every day. I made it my life. You have to re-engineer your own life, and she showed me how to do that.
And Doctor, I would say what stood out to me about getting to meet you and know about your practice is that you really look at each person as an individual in their case and really get to know them. How key is that?
It is really key because, one, you have to kind of realize what they're willing to do. You know, with Pete, he likes certain foods, so I actually took him to restaurants and showed him how to order it differently. Oh, wow. You know, so it is very individualized care. And also, people's genetics are different. So how one person responds to a treatment is completely different to how somebody else may respond to a treatment. We can actually measure the nutrients in the body and know that somebody who is diabetic needs a lot more magnesium, a lot more chromium, and that's what insulin needs to go in the right direction. So we can actually measure those levels, see where they're at, know what doses they need in order to get it corrected properly. So we're just giving the body back what it needs to actually function properly.
Wow, great information. I'm glad you're feeling well. And again, Dr. Tracy, thank you for coming in and breaking this down. And of course, if you want more information on how they can help you and for diabetes or perhaps any other problems, just check out peaksofhealth.com. And in fact, they have a special offer, a free 15-minute consultation just for Morning Blend viewers.